Hi guys, hi ladies, and welcome. This is another video there, scraps, and you just see Christine's legs. Here's another video for you. This is the second video on the new channel. This is Andy's record collection, and welcome. And let's get straight into it, let's get stuck in. And I'm going to start with my favourite group, the Beatles. And yes, I've got pretty much all their albums. There's quite a lot I've got here. I've got a nice big stack of them, as you can see. Right, let's start with Please Please Me, the first of the Beatles albums. The cover on this one's a bit rough, but this is an original mono pressing, and from 1963, I believe. Yeah, or was it 62? 63. Yeah, and this is the sleeve on this is a bit worse for wear. The track listing on this is I Saw Her Standing There, Misery, Anna, Change, Boys, Asking Me Why, Please Please Me, Love Me Do, P.S. I Love You, Baby It's You, Do You Want to Know Secret, A Taste of Honey, There's a Place, A Twist and Shout. Right, I'm not going to go to the trouble of reading the sleeve notes. There's no point in me doing that. Now, when you're buying a Beatles record, what you want to look for, you want as original as possible. Really, on the Please Please Me, you want the black and gold label, but I've not got the black and gold label. I've only got the yellow and black label. Put that there for a second. Now this record is actually, it's not bad actually. I've seen what it looks like. When you look at it under the light, it's got some swirls and stuff, but it does play perfect. It does play perfect. I wonder if I can clean some of them off, make it a bit more. Probably not. But I don't know, because where's my record cleaning cloth? I don't know. Maybe a lot of that crap will come off. There we go. Just try it on the edge there and see if that doesn't. No, it doesn't make any difference, but it's not a bad record. This, it does play okay. It's marked. It's not mint, you know. But and that's that's side two. Side one is slightly better. See, we've got marks here, and that'll probably rub out. I don't know. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. No, they looks like it's been across the floor a few times. But when you're looking at original Beatles records, what you want to do is you want to look for the matrix number. Now the matrix number, if I can show you, we can zoom in and maybe look at the matrix number. Get on the edge there and come back up, but I don't think we're going to be able to. Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Right. This is a 1N matrix, which means it's a first. Which means it came off the first matrix. It came off the first. You know, came off the first matrix disc. The first. Yeah. And number two and side two, oh that is side two. Side one is a 1N matrix. It's you always look for what you do. You look for your numbers in the dead wax. EMI usually use the prefix N, and then the matrix number. So that's a 1N matrix, the same as the other side. And zoom back out. That's Please Please Me for you guys. That's Please Please Me. I could do with getting a better copy of this, but this one does play okay, so for now it'll do. Until a nicer one comes along, which it will eventually. We'll get hold of one at some point. It's even got the original inner sleeve. The sleeve's a bit wrecked on this and all, guys. It's a shame. It's a shame. But at least it has a sleeve. Right, so what we'll do, we'll move some of this crap, phone and stuff from there, and we'll prop these up here, ready for them to go back onto the shelf. Right, the second, these are mono copies, by the way, and I think that's the only really way to have them. And this one is with the Beatles. This is with the Beatles. This is a mono one as well. And the track listing on this one, this is with the Beatles, by the way. It won't be long. All I've got to do, all my loving, don't bother me, little child, till there was you, please please me, please Mr. Postman, sorry. Roll Over Beethoven, there's an interesting story behind that, I'll get to in a minute. Roll Over Beethoven, Hold Me Tight, You Really Got a Hold on Me, I wanna Be Your Man, Devil in Her Heart, Not a Second Time, and Money. And this was 1963. Now, let's take the record out of the jacket. And as you can see, the sleeve on this is not terribly bad, but it's not terribly brilliant. But it's got the inner sleeve with it as well. The original one, which tells you to use Emitex cleaner, which is a cleaning cloth that was supplied by EMI. Now this one's not in bad nick, this is in pretty good condition. The record is in better nick than the sleeve. And this one is a 7N. And the reason why this is a 7N matrix is because on the number one matrix, on the 1N matrix, Roll Over Beethoven was jumping, so basically EMI had to call in all the copies of With the Beatles because there was a fault on the master matrix. There was a fault on the number one matrix, and it was a woman that solved the problem actually, because it was recut by a girl called Hazel, and her last name escapes me, but she was EMI's one and only record cutter, and she got it sorted. She sorted out the problem, and so if you get one with a 1N matrix, then it's probably worth a few quid. Probably. I know just moving back to the Please Please Me. If you get that with the gold and black label, for the mono versions, it's a 3-figure sum. For the stereo versions, it's a 4-figure sum for that particular record. But it's the only one that was released on the black and gold, Please Please Me, because the EMI changed the colour scheme to this in 1963, and hence why they're so valuable. Now this is a 7N matrix, and your matrix numbers in the same place. And the problem they had with this was that track there, which is the opening track on side 2, which was Roll Over Beethoven, and it was jumping, so they had to recall. I wouldn't imagine that all the records went back, but they had to recall. The EMI did a recall and the records went back. This is not bad, this. It's got a few fingerprints. That's just a fingerprint there, that'll wipe off. It already has, look. You're not supposed to touch them with your fingers, but you know, we'll just give it a quick wipe with the cloth. We've got no solution on this, we're just using the cloth. because the record isn't really that dirty. It's, there you go. The other side should be pretty much spanking it, it's not bad. As I say, the record in this case is in better nick than the sleeve. But yeah, that's your With the Beatles album. Then I'll just get this back in the sleeve. Yeah, the sleeve on this is a bit wrecked. It could do with a new. I could do with finding a new sleeve. You know, what I need to do is find the sleeve where, because this is delaminated and everything, is find the sleeve where the sleeve's good, but the record is bad. That's what we're looking at. Right, we've got, next one is Beatles for Sale, and this has a gatefold sleeve, and this one was 1964. When was Help? Because I'm getting a bit confused here now. 1965, and I think A Hard Day's Night was 1963. It should tell us, it does on most of them. These were all produced by George Martin, by the way, and I will say otherwise if they weren't. Can't find a date on the sleeve on this A Hard Day's Night. Let's have a look at the record. 1964. Right, so what we'll do, 1, 2, 3, 4, that was the fourth one they brought out of Beatles for Sale, so we'll do the Hard Day's Night. The Hard Day's Night, guys, on that one we have A Hard Day's Night itself. This is from the movie, songs from the film. We have A Hard Day's Night, I Should Have Known Better, If I Fell. I'm happy just to dance with you, and I love her, tell me why, can't buy me love. The B-side is Anytime at All, I'll cry instead. Things we said today, when I get home. You can't do that, I'll be back. And I think these were all McCartney. I think these were all Lennon and McCartney original compositions. These were all original Lennon and McCartney compositions on this. So we'll take this out. This has a new sleeve, and this is on the black and white, which is a double box Parlophone EMI label. And this one, this is going to be a 1970s. It is YEX 26-1, and it's HL, which I think was the girl who cut it, Hazel, but I can't remember her last name because that's initialed, that one, HL. And this is actually quite in good condition. It needs a clean. There's a few marks here and there. There you go. But this is I think this is a 1970s reissue. That's definitely not original, because if it was, it would be on the yellow and black label and not the label it is on. So I think that's a 70s. That's either a 70s or an 80s reissue. But yeah, the record itself is not bad. When I was replacing some of my Beatles records, because I sent some off to Mark, Rubber Soul, or a copy of Rubber Soul and Help, but I didn't replace this one because the condition of it's not bad. So I decided that we would keep this. I might do this video in 2 halves yet. We'll see. And this one is With the Beatles. This is the 4th by the 4, as you can imagine. That's the Beatles, With the Beatles. That was 1964. and this is a gatefold sleeve. I'm not a big fan of gatefold sleeves, but it is a nice sleeve, and look at that, it's not got the original inner jacket, the original inner sleeve, but it is a, I don't know what matrix this is, I've never looked. The record itself is not bad. I mean, it's, I'd say fair, and it's a 3N, so it come off the 3rd matrix, so this is a 3N matrix, but that's a 4N, so they actually use 2 different matrix. They use 2 different matrix to do this, because that's a 4N on side 1, on side 2 is a 3N, so they've obviously used 2 different mothers to make this. They've used 2 different mothers, 2 different masters if you like, to make this. The tracks on this, let's just move that out of the way so I can read them. The tracks is No Reply, I'm a Loser, Babies in Black, Rock and Roll Music, I'll Follow the Sun, Mr. Moonlight, Kansas City. Side 2 opens up with 8 Days a Week, Words of Love, that was a Buddy Holly composition. Words of Love, that was a Buddy Holly cover. Honey Don't, Every Little Thing, I Don't Want to Spoil the Party, What You're Doing, Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby. And there's a picture, nice picture of the Beatles there performing. Yes, these are all mono. Where you see PMC and then the number, if it says PMC, it's mono. If it says PCS, it's stereo. Most of these are mono because I prefer the mono copies. Because some of the stereo copies of the Beatles record, as Andrew says from Parlogram Records, Parlogram Auctions, sorry, some of them can sound a bit muddy. We've got LP, and unfortunately somebody's written on the sleeve, but this sleeve was in better nick than the one I sent Mark, so I kept this one. Right, we've got Help. This is from the film. For the B, the A side of it is anyway. Songs from the Help. The other one are just what they had to fill side 2 up. But the thing about the Beatles records, they're always generously filled. You got like at least 7 tracks on each side. So you know you got a good helping of songs on there. Somebody's wrote the time on this, so they must have been using it. They might have been using it in a radio station or something, because somebody's wrote all the times that they play for, which is a bit inconvenient because the cover's pretty much good apart from that. We've got Help, The Night Before, You've Got to Hide Your Love Away, I Need You, Another Girl, You're going to lose that girl, Ticket to Ride, that's side 1. Side 2 opens up with Act Naturally by Ringo. It was written by Morrison Music, Russell and Paul. Yeah, that was Act Naturally. It's Only Love. Oh, it's Ringo and Paul singing, sorry. Ringo and Paul. It's Act Naturally, It's Only Love, You Like Me Too Much, Tell Me What You See, I've Just Seen a Face Yesterday, and Dizzy Miss Lizzie. We haven't looked at the record yet, have we? So we'll take the record out of its outer sleeve, the jacket if you like, and we'll look at the record now. The main imperfection I can see on this record is a scuff there, but you don't even hear that when it plays. It plays right past that, no problems. And that's side 1, and that one is that's the number 2 matrix. That's a set of 2 matrix. And what's the other side? It's been washed. It needs good clean. It's got water stains on it. And that's a 2nd matrix as well. So the record itself is not mint, but it's not bad. But it could Could do with going in the ultrasonic cleaner, you know, to get some of the really tough shit out of it. But I've played it and it does play, and I'm happy with the fact that it plays okay. See, somebody's wrote John on here, Paul, and they're not autographed by the Beatles, definitely not. Somebody just wrote them on, obviously, because the Beatles autographed a very little. I mean, they were too busy to piss about messing about autographing records. I mean, if you came across them, they probably would sign a record for you if you asked them to. Rubber Soul. This is not a bad sounding album. I think this is a mono one. Yeah, this is mono. Yeah, PCM. Yeah, that's mono as well. I think this is 1965. Yeah. The track listing here is Drive My Car, Norwegian Wood, You Won't See Me, Nowhere Man, Think For Yourself, The Word, Michelle. What side 2 opens up with What Goes On, Girl, I'm Looking Through You, In My Life, Wait, If I Needed Someone, Run For Your Life. Now there are a few different versions of this. The American version has a couple of tracks missing, or substitutions or something. I can't remember what Andy from Parlogram said. And now let's have a look at the record itself. We're in the EMI outer inner sleeve as well, and this is a nice record. This is pretty clean. And what matrix are we on here? We're on the number 4 matrix. Yeah, we're on the number 4, and it's initialed GOG, whoever that is. You have to forgive me fingers. And that one there, they could do. It's got a bit of a needs a wipe. It's just where it's been cleaned before they've sold it. But this is a pretty good record. There's a scratch here, a little one here. Not too much. You don't hear them when they go through the record. When it goes through, when the stylus runs over it, you don't hear them. It's pretty quiet. That's got a G on it there. Or is it a C? One of the bloody two. GLR. That's the matrix number 4. So that's the fourth matrix. I mean, you got to remember that they can only press so many records with a matrix, with a master, and then. There you, Christine. Yeah, do us a brew before you go. Right. Hey? Yeah, you did me one, but I drunk it. I want another one. You did me that one when I was in bed. Oh yeah, you did it, see ya. You got it? Yeah. Have you drank it? I'm having it now. Right, I'll see you later, Andy. Yeah, I'll see you later, Christine. Right. Then we get to 1960s. Right. Then we get to 1966. And this is Revolver. Now some people say that this doesn't really sound that good, but I think it does. This is a 1980s, I think, reissue. Yeah, that's an 80s reissue. It needs a clean there. The matrix number on that is, yeah, this is a stereo one. It says PCS 7009 1966. Yeah, that's the, yeah, and the track listing I haven't told you, have I? It's Taxman, Eleanor Rigby, I'm Only Sleeping, Love You Too, Here, There and Everywhere, Yellow Submarine, She Said, that's side 1. Opening up side 2. Yeah, this is a later one, because it's got the 3-box EMI. You got the 2-box EMI, sorry, and the square box in the middle there. That's a later one. That's an 80s one. You can tell by the lightness of the vinyl. Good Day Sunshine, and and Your Bird Can Sing, for No One, Dr. Robert, I Want to Tell You, Got to Hide Your Love Away, Got to Get You Into My Life, sorry, Tomorrow Never Knows. Yeah, and that's, you know, that's definitely an 80s. That's definitely an 80s. That's an 80s repress, that, because you can also tell by the sleeve. If we can get that back in, there we go. Now on the old ones, the sleeves are glued on the outside, they're folded over on the outside and glued like that. The backs are an insert. On these they're not, they're just folded over and glued on these later ones. And that's got a barcode on it, so that's gonna be 80s. That's gonna be late 80s, that's got a barcode on it, so that's 80s. We know that because it's got a barcode on it. Right, could even be 90s actually. We'll soon find out, because here we've got probably the most famous of a lot of them. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I've had this record since 1987, my mother got me this. And this is a gatefold as well. It's got the three of the foot, and it said the four Beatles in the back on the inside there, photograph of all four of them there. Then you've got all the lyrics on the back, and the tracks on this one. It opens with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, With a Little Help from My Friends, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Fixing Her Hole, She's Leaving Home, Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite. Side 2, probably the most horrible track on this album, probably the worst track the Beatles ever made, and in my opinion ruined the album. It was George Harrison's Within You, Without You. It's one of those tracks that you either love or you loathe, and unfortunately it's the other way for me. I don't like it. So anyway, you got it opens Within You, Without You. When I'm 64, Lovely Rita, Good Morning, Good Morning, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band Reprise, and A Day in the Life. Oh, there we go. That's got a barcode on it as well. I know that's 1987 because my mother got me that, and I was in Strangeways at the time. And Mike Sweeney played it on Piccadilly Radio. He played the old album in its entirety. Now I'm not sure which of these ones come first. I think this one did. This is Abbey Road. I think this is from 1968. That was from 1967. Sgt. Pepper. This is Abbey Road. As you can see, they're all on the crossing. And the track listing on here is Come Together, Something, Maxwell's Silver Hammer, Oh Darling, Octopus's Garden, I Want You, She's So Heavy in brackets. Here Comes the Sun on side 2, opens up side 2, Because You Never Know, Because You Never Gave Me Your Money, You Never Give Me Your Money, Sun King, Me and Mr. Mustard, Polythene Pam, She Came Through the Bathroom Door. I came through the bathroom window, Golden Slumbers Carry That Away at the end. I never read side 1, did I? Come Together, Something, Maxwell Silver Hammer, Oh Darling, and Octopus's Garden, I Want You. There we go. And this one, I didn't show you the record, the Sgt. Pepper record, did I? I've forgotten. We've also got the, what do you call it, in here as well, somewhere we should have them. We've got the record in here. We've got the record, and we've also got the cutouts. They reproduced those. They were done by Peter Blake and John Summit. So they're the cutouts that you got, which I haven't obviously cut them out. And this is the record. This is definitely 87. I know that because my mum got it me. So I know that for a fact. And this is actually not in bad nick. That's side one. The matrix on this one is the 1-2, and on the other side it's 1-4. But yeah, it's a bit worn this. It could do with getting a new one, but it plays okay. It plays okay. It doesn't jump or anything. The vinyl itself is not in bad condition. It's far from mint. It's been played. It's been loved. I got it as a brand new record, and it has been played because that's what it was made for. I don't hold with the idea of buying records and sticking them on a shelf and never playing them. They were made to be played. That's why the artist made them, so that we would buy them and would take them home and would play them and enjoy them. Now, how many have we done there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how many's left? Just to see how many's left, because we'll do part 2 of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do one more now and then we're about even. Right, this is Abbey Road. I've already read the track listing for you. Now let's take a look at the record itself. Now, has this got a barcode on it? No, this is probably an original 70s issue of the album. Now let's see what the matrix number is. Well, we're still putting 33 1/3 on it, so it must be. This is 1969, by the way. 2N. That's the two matrix, and it was probably, and that's the 1 matrix on side 2. So how do you figure? But the vinyl itself, the record itself, is in pretty good condition. It's got a few marks. It's not perfect. It wasn't perfect when I got it because it was 78. It was second hand. 78. Second hand's got a few stylus damages, like that one there, just on that track, and in there as well where and played with a bad stylus. That was before I got it, and I've had this since the 90s, this record. The Beatles actually made 13 studio albums, so what we'll do, we'll do those, because this one here, we've got the White Album, and this one hasn't got any number on it. This is not numbered, which is a shame. This is an unnumbered one, but it tells you there's your track listing. So back in the USSR, Dear Prudence, Glass Onion, Obladi Oblada, Wild Honey Pie, The Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Happiness is a Warm Gun, Martha My Day, I'm So Tired, Blackbird, Piggies, Rocky Raccoon, Don't Pass Me By, Why Don't We Do It in the Road, I Will, Julia, Birthday, Yeah, Your Blues, Mother Nature's Son, Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except Me and My Monkey, Sexy Sadie, Helter Skelter, Long Tall, Long, Revolution Number 1, Honey Pie, Savoury Truffle, Cry Baby Cry, Revolution Number 9, and Good Night. So let's have a look. At the actual records. Here we look at the records. They're not bad actually. Yeah, that's the number 3. Matrix, I mean, I expect it to be somewhere around that. And that one's number 5. I mean, they were popular, weren't they? And they sold a lot, so they were having to constantly print them, you know, press them. I don't know whether this is a 70s copy. I think it is, because it's not got a barcode. And that cover, that sleeve there needs to be repaired. And that's the same. That's got a different sleeve in it, inner sleeve. Got the corner chopped off for some reason. There we go. And dog hairs off there. God knows how long they've been on there. It's not been played for a while, this. Yeah, and that's A2. And what's this one? It needs a bloody good clean. And that one is a 1. 1968. Then we've got, we'll slide that back into there, we'll repair the sleeve on that one later. Oh, get in there, get in. I don't want to damage the sleeve any more than it is. There we go. I've got some glue that I can glue that back with. Sort the sleeve out. There you go. There you go, that's the white album. Then we've got Yellow Submarine. This is brand new. This is as new as tomorrow. Yeah, this is, I think, is this a gatefold? No. It's got a nice stiff sleeve though, but it is a new record. I think it's a pretty thick one, this and all. I think this is, I think this is either that or the, yeah, that's an 80 gram record. That's 80 gram, that you can tell. Yeah. And EMI recordings, no date. No date. No date on that, but I bought this as a brand new record. Wouldn't believe all the dust that gets on them, would you? Look at that. Right. I'll tell you what the track list is in a second. The matrix on this is probably not relevant. It hasn't actually got one, it's just got, oh yeah, it's got L and it's got a number there. But this is actually a modern, look at that, you can't even bend it. That's an 80 gram record, that. 180 grams, sorry. That's a nice quality record. Just a shame that Yellow Submarine was a pretty naff album in itself, but it's a Beatles album, so I've got to have it. The A side's okay, just the B side is crap. We've got Yellow Submarine, Only a Northern Song, All Together Now, Hey Bulldog, It's All Too Much, All You Need Is Love. Then on the B side you've got you've got the music from Pepperland. You've got Pepperland. This is the music from the film. It was animated one of Yellow Submarine. You've got Pepperland, Sea of Time, Sea of Owls, Sea of Monsters, March of the Meanies, Pepperland Laid Waste, Yellow Submarine in Pepperland. Yeah. And then we get to the, I don't think that was a studio album, was it? It was, but they did 13 studio albums, so it probably was, I don't know. But, and then we've got this one here, which is not produced by George Martin. This was produced by Phil Spector, a person I love to hate. But George, when an interesting story, when they released this, they said we're going to have to put Phil Spector's name on it. So George Martin turned around and said, why don't you produced by George Martin, and overproduced by Phil Spector. I never thought much of Phil Spector, even before he shot that woman. I didn't think much of him then, I thought he was an idiot. Anyway, Two of Us, Dig a Pony, Across the Universe, I, Me, Me, Mine, Dig It, Let It Be, Maggie May. I've Got a Feeling, One After 909, The Long and Winding Road, For You Blue, Get Back. And the record, I bought this record, interestingly enough. The sleeve needs to be repaired as well. I bought this record from Wythenshawe Public Libraries. When they got rid of their record, this has been damaged. Oh no, and it's another track. But the vinyl's not brilliant. It is a 1970s one, I think. And it's a 2U matrix. And the other side's going to be somewhat similar to U as well. Yeah, this is, you could do with getting a new one of these. This is a bit rough, but it plays okay. The vinyl, it probably looks rougher than what it actually is, but I need to repair the sleeve. This one I've forgotten about when I was repairing sleeves the other week. It's another one that slipped through the net. Right, so what we're left here now, guys, we're just left here now with compilations. So we're going to do a separate video on the compilations. These are just compilations, these. So we're going to do a separate video on the compilations. I'm going to leave that there for now, guys. And hopefully we'll be live on this channel soon. I mean, I'm still waiting for it to allow me to do it. I've fulfilled all the requirements, so I'm hoping that it's going to allow me to do it at some point. Hopefully tonight we should be able to do it, but I won't do it tonight. I'll just do a test tonight, a live test, to make sure that we can actually go live. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I've got the sun coming through into my bloody face. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first part of this. We'll do another part very soon. We'll do a part 2 within the next couple of hours or something, because we've got the karaoke this afternoon as well. So we'll do another part 2 to this to round it off. The compilations. So, you know, how many we got here? We should have 13 here, because they did 13 studio albums. So these should be the studio albums. Should be 13 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. I've only got 12 of those. Yeah, that's weird. But they did 13. I don't think the Class Magical Mystery Tour is one, because I haven't got my. I'll have to find out what they all were. Make sure not one's got mixed up in this lot. Nope. 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 They're all compilations, that lot. Anyway, so that's your. Anyway, that's your studio albums dealt with, and we'll do the compilations a bit later. Thank you very much, guys and girls. You all take it easy. Like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee if you want to, and I'll be back this time later. Thank you very much. Bye for now.